Nobody fucking wins. Like it or not, you fight to lose. None of that shit is up to you. So just fuck it, let it through. Stop playing that fucking game. Like it or not, you bet you lose. None of that shit is up to you. So just fuck it, let it through. Now!
He really did.
The people, you know. There's no fucking recipe in it. What else gives meaning in this hopeless planet, hopeless rock that travels the universe?
What do you personally, what did you think you were living for when you were younger?
When I was young, many stuff. But I think little by little they get
Stripped off.
I don't want to say, no, I didn't
Forgotten.
want to say that. I want to say something more positive. They get refined.
Yeah.
I don't find meaning in those stuff anymore. Yeah. I used to glorify video games or basketball sports. I like them too as well. But now I don't think these things gives me meaning. It's just my pastime activity. Music still gives me meaning and the people I love. I think that's it. And yeah, I have sensitivities about the world, but that's it. I know I cannot change it.
I don't give a shit about the world, seriously.
You don't?
I don't.
But if it was up to you, wouldn't you change it? Make it better?
But it's not, so I don't give a shit.
But I just say, but if it was up to you, would you change it?
If it was up to me, I would question myself. Yes.
So you question yourself first?
So, yeah, now I'm in control, I'm in charge of it.
Yeah.
But it's he's still one valid...
Am I doing the right choices?
He's one still valid question.
Yeah.
Just because I'm in charge doesn't mean I am authorized to do that. So
Exactly.
Who am I to change others' lives and this planet and shit?
No, but I'm talking about some things we all say they're fucked. Some things we all say they're fucked. There's some common ground, you know what I'm
There's
saying?
something fucking wrong about the world.
Yeah. If you were to say, would you... I'll tell you an example. I'll make all jobs 4 days. Same money. Right? Easy. No, that's the sign now. There you go. There you go. Right away, life improvement by 30%. You know, without doing anything, you just a signature. You just need to hire more people for the same job. You need to cover 1 more day in it, 2 more shifts. Easy to do. Hire a little bit more people from all the unemployed people. What do you think? What about all this fucking food supermarkets throw away?
Fucking hell.
Tons.
Today.
Tons of fucking food, man.
This was so sinful. Today I went to coffee shop.
Yeah.
Had a nice cup of coffee. Red.
Where did he go?
You know, I only go to corporate shops. I never.
Yeah, advertise them. It's good. Told
I
them.
never go to these independent cool coffee shops. Never. I only go to corporate, predictable ones.
Like Starbucks or Costa, etc.
Costa, Nero.
Yeah, Nero is good.
Yeah. And then it reminds me when I was working in one of those. Like, remember how much milk we dumped down the sink every day? After steaming.
I remember.
Yeah.
And it still haunts me.
Whenever someone wants froth, and froth only, some picky motherfuckers, they only want froth and froth only. And then we have to
Steam and steam and steam to distill it.
for this much froth,
Yeah.
you gotta steam this much milk.
Yeah.
And then after you take the froth away, this milk, who's gonna take that shit? Nobody's gonna take it.
Nobody.
Dump it.
You dump it, yeah.
This freshly steamed, up-to-date
But
milk.
That's a fucking beverage. That's a fucking beverage. I'm talking about tons of food, meat, man. Fucking vegetables, they
The
throw
milk is
away.
food too.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
sinful. Our world. So fucking sinful.
It is disgusting, isn't it? But so, decision number 1, everybody works 4 days. Boom, done. I have no worries about this. Decision number 2, no supermarket throws away any shit. They all go to fucking poor. There you go. Everybody feeds himself. Decision number 3, boom, everybody deserves a house. There you go. Easy solutions. Decision number 4, destroy all weapons. Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Unnecessary. Just only tasers for some crazy lunatics. No weapons of mass destruction. Missiles, fucking tanks. It's ridiculous, man. It's like fun. You're serious? You're gonna have the chance to change shit in the world, and you wouldn't change this shit? That's so simple. A child can tell you this shit.
But I'm not a Christian, but
Yeah.
you're a Christian.
Yeah.
But you said God has a plan. How would you intervene?
Maybe you are the plan.
Motherfucker, why would you intervene
Maybe you are the plan.
in God's plan? Maybe God put that struggle to us for some reason.
But now you're twisting it. Maybe you are the plan. Maybe you are God's plan. Maybe He created you just so you do all this shit and make the changes. You know. But we were talking about the meaning of life, and you were asking me, what is the meaning of life? So you need to get to answer too as well, I think. What do you think?
Can't give you one clear cut.
I'm not saying say one thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what does it mean for you?
I'm still a young man, and I'm in search of it still.
Yeah.
And I learn different things every year. Nowadays, I still cannot stop thinking about this very scene that I watched. I talked about this before many times.
Which one?
The scene I saw in that movie Apocalypto, Mel Gibson. This Maya.
The scene of a movie, you mean?
Yeah, Maya tribe. You saw that shit?
Yeah.
So there's this tribe happily living by themselves in the forest, and then they were invaded by another tribe. And then they fight, and the protagonist father is captured by the enemy like a hostage, but then the father tells him, don't be afraid. And then he just accepts his death. Right? And then when I saw this guy served two kinds of roles in his life, two meanings. First, he served his biological needs. He made his son.
So here was a father.
Yeah, he made his son, and his sons grow up. He grown up. His son is now a warrior in his tribe. And secondly, he served his role as a man. He was one of those warriors. He taught these little boys to become another warrior. And then he could just happily accept the death. So just two simple things. I'm not trying to say it was better than in forest. I don't want to live in forest, but it tells us something. Those things that are missing in our modern life. Like, it's hard to figure out.
So fatherhood is something you consider. Yeah, it is important.
Fatherhood and manhood, you know your role, first of all. You know what you do for your community. You have a role, one certain clear role.
Yeah.
And you serve that role, and people appreciate it. And you can see the ins and outs of your work. But now we don't see that shit.
Because I don't think we put as much time
Now,
to our
Our world
children.
is way too big, way too complicated.
Way too cold and detached.
Just too fucking complicated.
I think it's very detached nowadays.
Yeah.
It's true. People have children, but I don't think they serve this kind of deep, meaningful relationship with their children anymore. I think they just do it. They just do them just because they have to. It's part of. It's like, like this fucking. I'll give you a good example. Good analogy. It's like these Barbies. Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
You get the Barbie, then what you do? You get accessories. So you get like a Ken or John, how they call it, a doll, man doll, and then you get a house. You put them in. First, they start drinking tea.
Dress them up.
Yeah. They start drinking tea. Then what's next? Then they're gonna have babies. Then you get more dolls. They're the children. And that's it. But that's not what you're discussing. You're discussing having a child, which will be your continuation, your spiritual successor, isn't it? Rather than
Yeah. And if you're in that, even in your land, in ancient time, in ancient Greece, every couple make babies, and then the son will become like a member of the army, right?
it was a role.
Yeah. So everybody knew their role. Everybody served one role, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's always exchange. By doing that, you don't get much freedom. You don't have much choice. But now we have all the choices.
I've been thinking about this ban. I was like so against children, but lately I think I changed my mind. Not 100%, but I'm moving in that direction because I realized one truth. Maybe you were talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
I was watching only the negative emotions. Then
about having a child.
Yeah, I was watching behind a car, watching just the exhaust and the fumes. I wasn't inside the car. The whole point is you're driving the car. Your wife is there, your children are behind.
Yeah.
This is the sin. I was watching the exhaust fumes. That's not the sin. All the struggles, the children crying, you don't have enough money, you don't have time for yourself. That's part of the beauty of this, man. Now I get it.
But it's always a matter of
Maybe it wasn't meant to be for me.
Nowadays,
I'm not bitter about it, but I'm saying I'm not so against having children nowadays.
Yeah,
I get it.
I cannot disagree with both parties. People who decide not to have it, and people who are struggling because they don't afford too much. They have children, but they're struggling because of money and shit. They're both right.
No one's wrong in this situation. But the thing is, we're talking about what's the meaning of all of it.
Biological part, yeah. That's where I was wanna get.
Yeah, so think about it. Having a child may give you meaning. I'm not saying it will give you 100%, but not having one, 100% will not give you one. You know what I'm saying? So you're going from may to 100% none.
So what do you mean? If you don't have at all, then
if you don't have at all,
you think your life will be?
I'm not saying your life will be meaningless, but you're not gonna get this meaning you're discussing about apocalypto.
Biological.
You're not gonna have this biological connection. You see a human being from an idea, from a physical act, from making love with your wife.
Yeah.
How amazing is that? You create a person, and then this person has traits from your character.
Yeah, that's right. No matter how much we educate ourselves.
It's mad. This shit.
No matter how much we educate ourselves with new knowledge, no matter how much we adapt ourselves to this technological world, but we cannot overlook the fact that we're still fucking animals. We want to reproduce. It's in our instinct. I want to fucking boom and pump up babies. I want to do.
I want to boom, yeah.
I want to fucking pump up babies all the time.
Remember?
But I'm just one of those young people with uncertain futures, so I just cannot do it now.
Why?
I just can't fucking do it.
I these people with uncertain future. Why you say that? Why?
So you tell me, why do you still not have a child? You don't have money.
Why? No, I don't think that is that.
But
But
you cannot overlook this part. It just takes too much money nowadays. Like I said, if you're in a tribe, you don't care about this. You don't care about education. You don't care about finance, housing. You don't care about this. You just make babies, and then the community will bring up the child together. But now, what happens? You gotta pay all the bills and
what? And go on with your choice.
And
deal with your choice.
If you don't have enough, then everyone suffers. Not only you, everyone in the family suffers. Because not enough money. That's what young people are afraid of.
Yeah, but that's the thing, man. Again, you'll say maybe I say this shit because I'm Christian, but I believe that somehow life will give what you need at a certain time. You just need to do your shit. You need to do your part.
That's how my parents did. They were poor.
And they were happy.
They were okay.
Look at us, we're miserable.
Yeah, they fucking hell. My parents, when they married and when my mom had me in her room, they were fucking poor as fuck. Poorer than I am now. But you know, where am I gonna find a partner who's willing to go through that? You cannot find it.
No, you will find, man. That's the thing. I believe you will find, and it will be easy. The choice will be so easy. When they're all, you know, when you're with somebody, and all the choices are difficult, then there is an alarm. I believe. When some choices are difficult, when sometimes it's not as well as we think, then you need to compromise. When all the time is difficult, then you're looking at something else, a different problem, I think.
So,
you know,
I think my father and mother, back in the 80s and 90s, I think they united for some reason, for one clear goal together.
Yeah.
They struggled. They didn't have money in the beginning, but well, they stick up to each other. And it's a struggle. They worked so hard, but nowadays, who's gonna willing to go through that, you know, with another person when you just find enough working by yourself, living by yourself, you have Netflix.
you have X videos.
Yeah.
Can just squeeze it all the time.
Yeah. You like talking about fucking babies now we are. But even the people, they're not even.
We were talking about the meaning of life, but you said about the movie Apocalypto, and I agree.
Yeah.
Procreating is the kind of meaning. It's actually the ultimate meaning of life. If you think about it.
We overlook right now. We overlook this part. Like I told you last week or something.
Yeah.
You and I both. When we were in London for then many years, like when we were in Starbucks, how many girls have we talked to? Hundreds.
Yeah, I think thousands
And
by now.
like I remember staggeringly, almost all of them, they just say, I don't want to marry, I don't want to have a child. And then some of them even say, despitefully, why would anyone want to have a child? Like it's something wrong. That's the situation we're
They
given
grew
here.
up like this.
Yeah.
They grew up like this. This is the millennial way. It's like detached, self-absorbed, oriented around business, like my job, my activities.
Fucking by default.
My fucking
It's so
activities.
uncool
It
to
is
have-
uncool. It is fucking cool.
to marry and have a child,
Yeah.
and sacrifice huge part of your life for the baby.
Can I tell you something else? Not that I'm changing subject. Wait! I have to stop you there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Visit our website to join our mail list to receive news and special offers around the band and the show. Feel free to talk shit about things you like or dislike. And please support us through Patreon so we can keep making awesome content for you. Follow us on social media and don't forget, in a fight between idiots, nobody wins. Until next time.